Hello, I'm Yaslin and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how I healed myself from a thyroid issue with plants. Well, I went to a regular routine doctor's visit. It was an annual PAP visit. My doctor did the annual blood test that they always do. She always checked my TSH, which is my thyroid hormone. Found out from that panel that my thyroid hormones were off. My thyroid issue, okay, was that I had an overactive thyroid. And what that means is it's called hyperthyroidism, right? That means your thyroid gland makes too much thyroid hormone and it causes weight loss, which is something I never needed. Hand tremors, I didn't notice that at all. Rapid, irregular heartbeat, it could cause you to have a heart attack. So these are things you have to address. For me, it also caused my menstrual cycle to change. It slowed down a little bit. It was a little bit lighter than it should have been. I also, like I said, I was just overactive. Like I could not sleep. I was always going, okay? So with that, I was told the different options that were possibly going to be my options if I had a thyroid issue. Embolization, surgery, and medication for the rest of my life. And when I heard that, I said, no, we're not doing that. I'm going to figure out a way to heal myself. I took the information that I had learned throughout my life from the people that I've met throughout my life. I always talk about how my life is very much like the movie Slumdog Millionaire. And I think most people's lives are. They just don't see it that way all the time. Everybody that I've met along the way sort of prepared me for this time in my life. I was the last person that I ever would have thought would have gotten any kind of health issue or diagnosis. And because I've always kind of been on a healthy sort of program, because my biological father died when I was 19 from a health issue. And so it sort of made me the kind of person that always wanted to stay on top of my health game. Well, that doesn't always happen, and sometimes you don't know you have an issue. The reason why, when I look back at it, I kind of realized I had an issue is because I was anxious, right? And that's not my nature. I'm a very calm, cool, collected kind of person, but I was so hyper. I could work out 3 days a week and I was not very sleepy. And for someone who was a go-getter and a very accomplished person in sales and in my own business, that was a good thing for me. I enjoyed not ever being tired, but it just wasn't good for my body, right? So I took that information and went to the people that taught me how to be plant-based, and they helped me heal myself, right? So the first thing I did was I started taking herbs. And I'm going to share with you today the company that I used. I used this. It's called Thyroid. This company is called Native Remedies, has several types of products for different ailments. And I tell you, this worked. I reached out to them to try to partner together, but hopefully they'll see this video and see how much I advocate for them, and maybe we'll partner together at some point. And I wanted to help get you guys a discount if you were to use their company, but I highly recommend them. This worked immediately. I got the drops, as you can see. I still have the bottle. I have several bottles. I used to buy them. I put myself on a program where they came every month or every 2 months or so, so that I didn't have to remember to go buy it. And immediately when I started taking this, I could see the difference in the way my body felt. You do have to manage this in such a way where you don't overdo it, because this will make you very, very tired. And you can take yourself into the other direction where you become hypothyroid, which means you're always tired and you're always sleepy. So what I did was I took that and along with working out, I changed my workout routine. Of course, I didn't work out as much, but I did continue to work out because working out is very important to me. Working out is very good for your cardiovascular system, blood flow, just in general for your life. But like anything, you can overdo it. And for my body, I overdid it. I don't know exactly what caused it, but what I did was I attacked the things that I thought could possibly have caused it. Working out too much, not eating the proper diet. That was the second thing. I decided to go completely clean. All I ate were vegetables and fruit. I ate vegetables and fruit all the time. 90% were whole foods and vegetables. I did not do a whole lot of fried foods. I'm still not an advocate of eating a lot of fake meat, but I have eaten it before. I do talk about places that sell it, which is a better alternative than eating anything that's not plant-based. But I don't advocate that. So anyway, I ate nothing but fruits and vegetables. I got on a strict plant-based diet, right? The third thing I did was I got back to my meditation practice, journaling. Journaling was key. It is so crucial. People don't realize that when you journal, you release a lot of frustration, you release a lot of pain, by writing it down. You remember things better when you write things down. And you can always go back and kind of see your patterns when you write things down. So journaling was key to this process as well. Journaling, eating healthier, and working out differently. The way I worked out differently is I used to be one of those high intensity workout people. I would go to the gym and do a step class with weights, be sweating like crazy. Completely unnecessary for my body because I always had a high metabolism, right? But I think the natural high that you get from working out. So I did it that way. It was just a natural part of how I worked out. I slowed that down. I started doing more yoga, which is more relaxing to your body. And I started walking, right? And what happened is all of my levels just started leveling out. All my blood panel levels just came back to normal. And I slowly started weaning myself off of the herbs. And I got myself to a place where my body just started processing and regulating thyroid hormone on its own. I went to the doctor probably every 3 months to get blood panels. Of course, I had to pay out of my pocket because it wasn't covered under, your annual visit. I didn't care. I wanted to be healthy, right? And it cost me probably $200, not a lot. Worth it for the purpose that it served, right? And it's so beautiful to see how your body can change and you can heal yourself. It was definitely an experience that I get to share with people like you. And for those out there that are going through this, how you can heal yourself. And like I said, the causes, some of it could have been one of these more than the other, but I decided to look at my entire life and make a change. I looked at my lifestyle, I looked at what I was eating and what I was doing that could have caused it. And I will tell you too, at that time, it probably was a little bit of stress, right? And so meditation helped with that. It helped minimize the stress in my life and helped me to see it from a different perspective. And I think that's key. And that's what meditation can do for you. I would say also make sure you do a lot of research to understand your type of thyroid issue because it could be completely different from mine. And this is considered to be an autoimmune disorder. And from my experience now, I'm noticing that a lot of autoimmune disorders come from people that have a lot of stress in their lives. They work out a lot. They are, entertainers. They're on the go all the time. Or they have a lot of kids, things like that. Like mine, that overstressing your body can cause disorder. And that's all that is. And sometimes you just have to look at your life and make the changes. And before you decide to go on a plant-based diet, it is key to cleanse your body, right? You don't want to go and put good stuff on top of bad stuff, right? You want to cleanse out all the bad and put in the good, right? And the way you can do that is you can juice. You can take these different herbs from native remedies to help you do a cleanse, or you can simply do what I would consider a juice cleanse. You know, just get a lot of juices and drink them for like a week or so. And you will notice that your body will definitely start to take on a different form. You're going to cleanse. You're going to get all the bad stuff out while you're putting in the good. And the doctor that diagnosed me is now retired. So I go to other doctors and I still haven't found someone as good as her. But the good thing is I have not had any hormone issues or any thyroid issues since then. And I'm so proud of that. And so I'm so thankful for herbs that were a part of the process of helping me heal myself. And I hope that this is helpful to you, and I hope that it helps you heal yourself as well.